So we owe a big thank you to Rebecca Cruz, one of our top producers, for bringing Anthony into our world. Anthony's been with us for about 2 years now, and it's just been unbelievable to watch his growth as a realtor, and I've been very blessed to watch his growth as a father and as a husband.
So when I met Anthony, we had a transaction. We were working and negotiating on a deal, and Anthony was actually, his baby was being born during that time. So he was juggling, he was actually in the hospital, we were negotiating, he had a difficult client because we know Anthony's famous for his difficult clients. I'll never forget, we used to sit upstairs when he first joined the team, and I sat on one side and Anthony sat directly behind me, and we had to come up with our sales goal, like how much did we want to sell? And I think Anthony had some ridiculous goal of like $10 million or something like that. And I remember I turned around to Anthony and I said, absolutely not. Like this is, I mean, I didn't know much about the guy, but I knew that he had a lot of potential. How did I know that? I'm not too sure. I could feel it in his energy. I knew he was a rock star from that moment that he was sitting there in our office. And I was like, no, this is not a goal for you. I think I told him to do 30 million.
I first started, I quit my job in Washington, D.C. Just on a whim, and I moved to Miami, and luckily I knew somebody in the real estate business, and you know, they invited me to work on their team, and I got my license, and you know, it was a real struggle, to be honest. When I first started, it was a struggle. You know, you're not making much more than $20,000, $30,000 a year, and luckily I ran into Rebecca and Riley, and the rest is history, and here I am at RSG. Well, when I first met Rebecca, it was at a listing on Tigertail, and at the time I was meeting with representing a buyer who was already living on Tigertail, and their whole thing was get us off Tigertail. We no longer wanted to live there. So I mean, we looked for a year and a half, 18 months, and funny enough, across the street, maybe 2 blocks down, we ran into this listing. Right there on Tigertail, and we ended up buying it, and that whole experience with Rebecca and Riley was awesome, and I called Rebecca after we closed and I said, hey, just joking around, I was like, hey, if Riley's interested in hiring somebody, I'm looking to move, and that's, I had a meeting with Riley 2 days later. As soon as I sat down with him, I totally vibed with his energy. He's definitely on the same wavelength, kind of laid back and chill a little bit. He said he wanted to sell $1 billion worth of real estate, and he showed me that little picture of Mount Everest, and I'll never forget that. And I said, listen, I'm ready to start right now. I want to help you get to that $1 billion goal, and that, yeah, again, the rest is history. Here we are.
Anthony found his confidence almost right away when he got in the team, and I think he would tell you he found like a place he belonged. And as soon as he got comfortable with that, his career started to take off. And here we are today with him as our top producer, and we couldn't be prouder to have somebody like Anthony represent the team. I know I speak for all of our teammates just saying a big congratulations.
He is impossible not to love. It's the truth. He has the most infectious personality and joyous behavior, and he's also just really good at his job. He never faltered in terms of, he's not the kind of person that's like, I'm not gonna crush it. I'm gonna crush it. It's his attitude in life. And I think when you put that out in the universe, it happens. And for Anthony, it happens. And I'm just incredibly proud of him.
I'll never forget his quote at the vision board ceremony. This is a family. It's a family I belong in. He's always been so happy to be here. That's one thing I think is awesome about this guy. And he's just been such a great teammate.
Definitely family is number one for me. My wife and my 2 kids are incredible. I push for them every day. I want to make sure that their lives are taken care of, and my wife is happy. That's always number one.
Anthony and I met at a party in Miami when I was home from college after my sophomore year, and he let me into the gate, and that was 15 years ago in August. Anthony's the best daddy. He's the sweetest with both of his girls and me. Anthony spends a lot of time with us when he can, and is super hands-on and super sweet with the girls and plays with them. He's just the kindest, sweetest person, and he takes the best care of us that he possibly could.
Well, I couldn't be prouder. He's exceeded my wildest dreams for what my son would do and become in life, and I'm so happy for the life that he's got going now on his own with his kids and his wife and his career. There's nothing that makes a father happier than to see their son, move on and develop a full life. And I just couldn't be prouder of the way Anthony's come down this road. And it's listen, like all of us, it's been a rocky road at times. He was on the 6-year plan to get through college. And there were times when we wondered if he ever would get through college. As I said at his wedding, I think the only reason he got through college ultimately was because of Lada getting on the scene. And I found out after the fact that his grades went from C's and D's to A's and B's, kind of correlated to when his relationship with Lada started, which is another great thing that a father wants to see, and that I feel so good about is that he's built such a great relationship with his wife.
I am so incredibly proud of Anthony. He has just really blossomed and become such an amazing force in his industry and professionally, and has been such a sweetheart with all of his family and his girls. He takes such good care of us, and I just couldn't be prouder of him.
Anthony, congratulations on being top producer at the Riley Smith Group. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see what you're going to do this next year, 2022. Congrats, man.
So cheers to Anthony, top producer.
Woo! Anthony, we love you, man.
Cheers, brother. You crushed it.